Sunday. Welcome back. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Andrew and I am the 5 p.m. chef. I hope you're all having a great Sunday or whatever day you're watching this video. It's a nice sunny day outside, but it's cold. It's that kind of sun that just makes me want to go out and barbecue, but it's so cold I also just want to stay in and order a pizza and do nothing, or make a pizza and do absolutely nothing. Just watch some YouTube videos or Netflix. But since I can't go and barbecue and I don't want to make a pizza right now, I figured, you know what, I'm going to just make the best of both worlds. And I'm going to make a pizza stuffed hamburger. So how this is going to come out, it's either going to be incredible or it's going to be horrible. One of the two, but we're going to find out. So why don't we get started? What I have is just my regular mixing bowl. I have some pepperoni and some cheese cut up. I have my sauce that I always use, and I have some medium ground hamburger and some really nice rolls. So we're going to start off. Whoop, my oven's ready. I'm going to start off with a good size handful. I like big hamburgers. Now when you're doing a stuffed hamburger as well, you sort of have to use a little bit more meat than you normally would, because you do have to make sure that what you're putting in the hamburger is going to stay in the hamburger. The last thing you want, sorry, I'm just trying to find a place to put this. The last thing you want is you make this gorgeous hamburger and everything comes out while you're cooking it. So we don't want that. So we're going to season up our meat just a little bit, because we're going to have lots of other flavors in there. So just some freshly ground pepper. Oh, I hate these containers. They never open when you need them. A little bit of garlic salt. A little pinch of onion salt, just because it's a nice flavor. Some paprika, because, well, I love paprika. And we're just going to mix this up. I'm not putting any eggs or breadcrumbs or anything into it. I'm making a hamburger. I'm not making a meatloaf. If you don't like the feel of raw meat when you're mixing it, you can use a spoon or something, but I recommend using your hands because you want to get it really well mixed. You can always just get some disposable gloves, use those, and that will take care of that problem. So my meat is mixed. I can already smell the garlic and the onion powder coming out of that. And what I'm going to do is just roughly divide the meat in half. A little bit more. There. We're going to bring over the board. So like I said, I have some pepperoni that I chopped up. Chopped it up like little pizza slices. And some sharp cheddar cheese. I know you normally don't put cheddar cheese on a hamburger, but we're going to fix that with everything else. So what I have here, this is just something I bought at the dollar store. It's a little hamburger mold, but at least this way my sizes are the same. If you don't have one, that's fine. Use any little plastic container. That'll give you a nice size burger shape. Get that in there. You'll really want to press it down because you want to make sure there's no cracks or anything, or anywhere where the stuff can escape. We put in some of our cheese. Those of you who have watched other videos know how much I love my cheese. I did a stream the other day and we were actually joking that the channel almost was called The Cheesy Chef and not the 5 p.m. chef because of the amount of cheese I use. We're just going to put some of that pepperoni on top. And if you don't want to do pepperoni, like a pizza one, try ham and cheese. Try stuffing it with smoked sausage. Fill it with what you like, with what makes you happy. Then we take some more of our meat. I'm just going to flatten it out just a bit so I get a rough shape to start. And squeeze it in. I say, these are monster burgers. Most of the time I can eat 2 hamburgers, but when I'm doing these stuffed ones, one's plenty for me. We get it out of the container. And this is the important thing. How we have that seam there. There we go. We want to try and make sure it's as closed as possible. So just pinch around the meat. Keep forming it with your hands. As I pinch and I get that seam closed, I flatten it out. So you can see most of the seam is gone. Again, we want to get sure, we want to be sure the top of this and the bottom are nice and sealed. We want to get rid of as many cracks as we can. And that's about it. So like I said, that's a hefty burger. I'd have to give it 3/4 of a pound, to be honest. Not a burger for the faint of heart, or those trying to watch their figure, which, needless to say, I'm not. Just gonna give my hands a little wash. I have my fry pan just beside me. We're going to stove or pan fry this, pan roast it, however you want to call it. A little bit of butter in the pan. There's already a lot of fat and everything in this, so it doesn't take a lot. While we're just waiting for that to get ready, for the butter and everything to melt, I've got my roll. A really, really nice hollow roll. It's a really nice hollow roll. I love using these with my hamburgers. First of all, they're big enough to stand up to what I'm putting in them. They've got a really, really nice texture. They taste great. And they don't fall apart when you put all your toppings on them. Sorry, I knocked my camera there. Oh, we're having a little bit of camera issues. So, making this a pizza burger, well, we need pizza sauce. So, I've got, whoop, there we go. This is the same tomato coulis that I use all the time. Just put it on kind of like ketchup, a little bit on the top. We're going to put a bit on the bottom too, because we need, I like that. I like the flavor. You're just going to get a little spoon, smear that out just like you would on your pizza. I had that extra pepperoni. Well, guess what? Might as well use it. In the oven, that's going to crisp up and almost become like a bacon anyway. And who doesn't love bacon on their hamburgers? Think I got it all? Let's put that cheese down as well. No point in going to waste. And being, like I say, a pizza burger, we need some mozzarella. So I've got some of my grated mozzarella there. and that's it. I have my oven preheated to 425, and once my burger gets a little bit closer to being done, there we go, my pan's nice and hot. Once that burger has started cooking and it's about 5 minutes away, what we'll do then is that's when we'll put our bread in. So everything's nice and hot. We're just going to switch the camera over. There's the good old fry pan as always. Whoops. We will get this eventually. There we go. And in goes our burger. I have this on a medium heat. I don't want it too high because we do have a lot of meat there to cook. So to make it cook a little bit faster and more evenly, we just put a lid over it. Nothing very special, nothing very hard. So far, 5 minutes. Everything is done. It's going to take a bit long. It's going to take a little bit longer to cook than a normal hamburger, but the results will be great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut up now. We're going to fast forward some of this video and let's see how it all comes out. Well, as you can see, the burger's cooking along really well. It has opened up. I didn't get my seam quite perfect, but that's not the end of the world. It's still going to taste the same. And from what I see, nothing is leaking out so far. The burger's cooked about 6 minutes on both sides at this time by now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put the bun in the oven. That's not right, but you know what I mean. So this way, everything heats up, all that cheese melts, and that pepperoni starts to cook up. So let's shut up once again and just watch everything cook. And we are almost ready. It's been 15 minutes that this burger has been cooking. As I said, it is a huge burger, so we sort of have to give it that time to cook. I like my burgers. Whoa, we've steamed the cam up. I like my burgers medium well at best. We're just going to clean that off. There we go. I don't like them super well done and dry. No. If I want that, I've got the fast food restaurants for that. I was just looking for my oven mitt. A little on the small side. Our bun, our pizza bun is getting really close. We're just going to put that back in for a few minutes. I've turned the heat off on the hamburger. It's going to cook a little bit more from the heat of the pan, and at the same time it's going to give it a bit of a chance to rest. Just like to cut a steak, you can see how it it's split open there. That's fine. Nothing really ran out, just sort of dripping down the side a bit. I don't care if you're cooking a hamburger, a steak, the best filet mignon in the world, or even Kobe beef. Once you've cooked it, what you want to do, I'm just going to move my plate. Just take it off the heat completely. And just like I've done there, just on my cutting board, let it rest. Give it that couple of minutes. Cover it up. What you want is all those juices now, because when you cook meat, it's trying to shrink. By letting it relax, it's going to let it come back out, the fibers and everything to stretch out, and those juices that are trying to get squeezed out are now going to get pulled back into the meat. So you're going to have a more tender, more juicy burger. So, oh, that's hot. We had so much cheese and everything on there. I don't want the bun to burn before everything else is cooked. So, the burger's just resting. We have our pizza bun all ready to go. No pool of juices around the meat, so it's done exactly what it's had to do. A little bit of juice on the board, but that's to be expected. And there we go. If this isn't a burger that'll fill you up and make you happy, nothing will. From the tomato sauce to all the cheese, the crisp pepperoni, just on the bun. That would be great as it is. But what we've done then is gone and taken a big old hamburger, filled it with more cheese and more pepperoni. Cook that slowly so it's nice and juicy and tender, and away we go. A pizza burger fit for a king or a queen. I hope you give this a shot. I hope you try it out. I'm so happy you came by my kitchen again today. It's always nice when we can spend this time together. Today was just a fun little thing. I know it's going to taste great. I can smell it now. And editing this video is going to be the hardest thing ever because I'm just going to want to eat right now. So, until we meet again, thank you for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button so you'll see when I come out with new videos. I try and make at least 1 to 2 videos per week, and when I see more people are interested in what I'm doing, it just makes me want to do even more and more creative things in the kitchen. So until we meet again, my name is Andrew. I am the 5 p.m. chef. Thank you for stopping by, and until we meet again, enjoy.